Hi and welcome to Soul Out Media with me, Marcus Bonald. Today we will be making a film look in Resolve. Let's go. So this is the image when it's a log and then it's in Blackmagic Raw. So if we go into camera raw and go to clip, we could manipulate color temperature and ISO if we want to. Let's set it to 400 because I think that is the native ISO of the camera. And then I have made up node structure that we will go through. So let's start by neutralizing the footage by putting in the CST, the color space transform. So I have some favorites of the effects that I use in almost every grade. So I have them on my favorite, but you could search for them and then just put a star in the end and then go to show favorites. So these are the ones that I use mostly. So let's put the CST in there and choose the Pocket 4K and Pocket 6K. There is none Pocket 6K film Gen 4 yet. I don't know if it will ever be, but right now it isn't. So that's why we use the 4K. And then for gamma input we have the 6K, which is the actual camera that we recorded this with. So already we have the Rec 709 conversion of the log image. So let's further enhance it by putting in the glow to the glow node and the grain to the grain node. We deactivate the grain for now. Let's go to the glow node and press effects and put the shine threshold right down, spread right down, and then to composite type we use soft light. So now that added a bit of contrast to everything, and also added a halation effect on all the light source. What we will also do to color filter and already make a bit of a mood to this look, something like that. And we already are on the way to making a more cinematic look of this image. We can make the vignette now. So we go to the vignette node, press the range tool and do like so, and go into the primaries. So when we have made a mask like this, then everything we do in any tool will affect that mask. And if I pull gamma down, you see now it affects this part of the image, but I want to affect the underside of the mask, so I invert it. So now our talent still has light, but I want to make this darker. So pull down to like 6 or something, and then go back to the primaries, lift up the gamma a bit, and also see we are clipping the blacks a bit. So we can use Option C to go into the log wheels and just pull up the shadows, go back to the primaries and pull back the lift. So now we have corrected what that did with the image, and we have made a vignette to make our talent pop up more. So let's go over to the look node, and in the look node I will be using the RGB mixer to create a effect. I want to have a warm greenish look to this image. Let's Command D, constantly look what we what we make. I like to push the reds quite much. So now in the wall here we can see that the red really pops out, and also the skin tone is getting a really nice reddish tone to it. Can pull back the blue a bit and push some green into it. Yeah, I think this looks nice. But we have some ugly noise to this image, so we go through this note that I have placed before the CST and named it NR, as in the noise reduction, and make it look at 3 frames and use the better, and put up the chroma until we don't see that ugly thing anymore. If we bypass it and go back and forth, now it's gone. And unlike this and pull up the chroma just a bit. It's like de-sharpening that chroma or that artifact. So now when we have a good looking pixel, we could go to the grain and engage it, and we go to effects. Right now it's on 16 mil. We use this 16 mil 500, which is very much grain. But if you want to miss more saddle grain, you can use the 35 400T. I want to make this image looks really popping and cinematic. Then I usually use the 16 mil to make it more saturated. And you could, if you look at like Dune or some movie like that, you can see that the grain is very obvious if you think of it. I don't know if you notice this otherwise, but if you think of how much green there is very much green, and they are very saturated. Go from the start. This was for Rec 709. And here is our look. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.